Regina Hopkins, Ward 5. Many people choose to live in Lakewood because of its suburban character, pockets of rural feel, and neighborhoods with space and mature trees. But the new 2025 proposed zoning code changes threaten to erode the last remaining parts that make Lakewood unique. Under the new proposed standards, residential lots could be built from lot line to lot line with gigantic warehouse-type buildings that would be allowed to tower over the existing modest residential homes with no density limitations for how many people could live in there. This kind of massive change will irreversibly alter all of Lakewood's neighborhoods. It's not Lakewood's job to house the entire region. Quit continuing to support state mandates that shove density down our throats, whether we want it or not. It will also not help affordability, so stop believing that. If you want density, Denver is right next door. If Lakewood were truly committed to protecting its residents and home rule status, it should join the 6 other Front Range cities who have filed lawsuits against the state, arguing that these density mandates violate their home rule rights and strip away local control. There are several other environmental areas of concern in the new proposed code that must be addressed. First, bird-safe glass. The code appears in multiple sections, but as written, it only applies to buildings over 45 feet tall, adjacent to parks larger than 10 acres. The truth is that the majority of bird collisions happen in the first 40 feet, which is basically all of the feet that aren't included in the new wording. This wording absolutely must be changed since it's written as the bird safe rule will almost never apply and will not actually help prevent many bird deaths at all. The wording should read, bird-safe glass designed to prevent bird collisions shall be required for all glass surfaces facing a public park on new buildings, major renovations, and window replacements. Bird-safe glass shall meet a threat factor of 25 or lower as defined by the American Bird Conservancy. Second, tree preservation. The code currently states that mature trees shall be preserved to the extent reasonably feasible, but developers can always argue that preservation isn't feasible if it conflicts with their preferred site plan, which is what happened with the Belmar Park fiasco. To prevent this, you should replace the words reasonably feasible with trees shall be preserved unless the applicant demonstrates a thorough, clear, convincing evidence that no reasonable alternative exists. Additionally, we need to limit director discretion to ensure there is oversight to prevent unilateral decisions by a single staff member. You could have a tree board or urban forestry commission that requires review by a multi-member board, city staff, certified arborists, environmental experts, and community representatives, as well as a public notice about comment period. I will have additional suggestions on Lakewood Speaks.
David Rothenberger.